Hello, dear friends. Opinion piece. Euro versus Bitcoin. A predictable and announced rivalry. Euro weakens. Cryptos strengthen. ECB alarmed by Bitcoin's popularity. Digital euro won't replace cash. Protecting privacy is ECB's top priority. Fed investigates cyber dollar that is highly secure. Central banks attack crypto speculation. Ayuso triumphs. Iglesias fails in Madrid elections. A sudden plunge in stock markets leaves traders perplexed. Ether cryptocurrency sets a new record and reaches an all-time high. Let's start. The European Central Bank will decide in the spring on the launch of an electronic currency aimed at curbing speculation in other private cryptocurrencies. The idea is based on generating an electronic currency capable of streamlining operation in the midst of the cryptocurrency race, and with a clear objective to stand up to Bitcoin, according to José Luis Escalante. The digital euro is based on an identical operation to that of other cryptocurrency, a blockchain, with the difference that in this case its value could be backed by a central bank and not by private investors, as in the case of Bitcoin, which prevents it from becoming fertile ground for speculation. In fact, the ECB's plan is to withdraw one physical euro from every digital euro put into circulation. As the euro weakens, bitcoins and cryptocurrencies are gaining more traction. Government restrictive measures are beginning to affect the development of activities and weaken the economy, while the cryptocurrency market continues to boom, according to José Maldonado. The wave of economic stimulus imposed by governments and central banks in several countries, which created several trillions of dollars out of thin air during 2020, and the implementation of restrictive measures are causing a further awakening in fiat currencies, mainly the euro. Digitization. Since ancient Greece, money and cash has been virtually synonymous. Coin first and banknotes later have been an effective and widely accepted means of payment for everyday transactions. However, in recent years, the digital revolution has led to major changes in our habits, and it is increasingly common to swipe a card or touch the screen of a cell phone or smartwatch to make a payment. Digitalization is creeping into all areas of our lives in response to a growing demand for immediacy in the way we consume, work and interact with others. And in many ways, it is altering our cultural, social and economic structure. A digital euro would be an electronic form of central bank money that all citizens and businesses could use, like banknotes, but in digital form, to make their daily payments quickly, easily and securely. It would be a complement to cash, not a substitute. The euro system will continue to issue cash in any case. Threat. The European Central Bank appears to be considering a digital euro because of the threat posed by volatile cryptocurrencies. Stable currencies such as Facebook-backed Diem rather than Bitcoin are considered less volatile than cryptocurrencies, as they are pegged to traditional units such as the euro and the dollar. Traditional currencies could also be affected if Facebook allows Diem payments to be processed on its social media platforms including WhatsApp, foster Swiss beliefs. Central banks around the world are attacking the highly speculative world of cryptocurrencies and are exploring the creation of new digital currencies of their own because of the growing popularity of Bitcoin and online payments during the health crisis. Backed by Germany, Europe's largest economy, the European Central Bank is considering developing a digital euro backed by its financial power and offering greater security than commercial banks. Issuing and transferring digital euros could be done using technology similar to blockchain ledger, on which cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin are based. But the European Central Bank has stressed that the digital euro will not replace cash and therefore shouldn't be viewed as a cryptocurrency. There has also been talk of the possibility that central bank cards and personal payment accounts will one day be linked to the digital euro. Also, in the US, the Federal Reserve is investigating the possible cyber dollar, but is moving slowly to avoid the risk of fraud and counterfeiting. The issuance of a cryptocurrency like Bitcoins is backed by an algorithm, but not by a central bank's monetary policy committee. The decentralized system ensures that Bitcoin creators cannot print new money, for example, to help stimulate economic growth. Survey. The European Central Bank published a comprehensive analysis of its published consultation on a digital euro. The analysis broadly confirms our initial findings that citizens and professionals expect most from such a digital currency is privacy, followed by security and the ability to pay throughout the euro area without additional costs and without an internet connection. In quotes, a digital euro can only succeed if it meets the needs of Europeans, notes Fabio Panetta, member of the ECB's executive board. In quotes again, we will do our utmost to ensure that the digital euro meets the expectations of citizens indicated in the public consultation. Close quotes. Privacy is the most important aspect of a digital euro for both individuals and professionals, especially traders and other businesses. Both groups support requirements to prevent illicit activities, with less than 1 in 10 responses from individuals showing support to full anonymity. More than 2/3 of respondents recognize the importance of intermediaries providing innovative services to enable access to a digital euro and indicate that it should be integrated into existing banking and payment systems. They would like to see additional services beyond basic digital euro payments. About a quarter of respondents believed that the digital euro should make cross-border payments faster and cheaper. They want the digital euro to be usable outside the euro area, albeit with limits. Crypto coins. Bitcoin and Ethereum see strong inflows in latest week. Bitcoin and Ethereum, the two largest cryptocurrencies in terms of market capitalization, saw strong inflows last week, prompting investment in the sector to reach $489 million, the most since February. Weekly data from CoinShares showed Tuesday. Ethereum hits new high in fizzing crypto market. The cryptocurrency Ether hit a new high on Tuesday before falling sharply after some investors took profits from a red-hot market packed with dubious new players. Cryptocurrency Ether sets new record, hits all-time high. The digital currency Ether linked to the Ethereum blockchain hit the price of 3,456.57 on May 4th, achieving a 350% rally. Ethereum is the name of the underlying blockchain technology to which the Ether digital currency is linked, which, unlike Bitcoin, acts throughout the platform on which developers can create applications. The key distinguishing feature of Ethereum is smart contracts that can be executed automatically with code. Financial news. Stocks drop 0.5% in minutes, leaving traders perplexed. US and European stock markets posted a sudden 0.5% drop on sizable trading volumes around 11:30 GMT Tuesday, leaving traders scratching their heads. A decline that one particular called a sudden micro crash. Dollar rises and risks fears. The dollar touched 2-week highs on Tuesday, partly reversing a month-long decline or lower risk appetite, and after Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said interest rates should rise to avoid an overheating economy. Treasury Secretary downplays inflation concerns. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said Tuesday that she doesn't expect inflation to be a problem for the U.S. economy, as price increases during the recovery should be transitory in her opinion. Wall Street closes mixed, weighted down by technology. Wall Street closed Tuesday in a mixed zone, and its main indicator, the Dow Jones Industrials, rose a modest 0.06% in a session in which the market was pressured by a significant decline in the most prominent technology companies, which led the Nasdaq to fall 1.88%. Nasdaq falls sharply on sell-off in tech stocks. The Nasdaq index fell sharply on Tuesday as investors abandoned mega-cap growth stocks to see refuge in more defensive sectors of the market amid worries about higher interest rates and the uncertainty over the upcoming jobs report. European stock market rise. The main European stock markets show an upward trend after a fairly flat start to the session, and in a week in which they will be awaiting the release of more corporate results, Eurozone retail sales, as well as industrial production for March. The Spanish stock market rises. The Spanish stock market managed to surpass the 9,000 point level in Tuesday's session, reaching its highest level since the end of February 2020 after posting a rise of 1.2%. The IBEX 35 takes break. The IBEX 35 ended Tuesday's session down 0.71% to 8,830.4 points on an election day for the community of Madrid and a payday for the millions of Banco Santander shareholders. Bill Gates and wife Melinda announced divorce after 27 years together. Bill Gates, the billionaire co-founder of Microsoft, and his wife Melinda, creators of a giant foundation, announced Monday their divorce after 7 27 years of marriage. Spain. This is the main electoral news. Ayuso sweeps the election and puts the PP on the verge of an absolute majority in Madrid. The president of the Community of Madrid, Isabel Díaz Ayuso, has won the regional elections and will continue the PP's reign in Puerta del Sol. She will do so after turning around the downward trend that the PP had been dragging since 2015, with the birth of the multi-party system. The president of the Community of Madrid would be able to govern both alone with the extension of the Vox party and with its parliamentary support. Pablo Iglesias abandons politics and resigns from all his positions in Podemos after the failure of his candidacy in Madrid. The leader of Unidas Podemos, Pablo Iglesias, announced Tuesday night that he is abandoning politics and leaving all his positions after the poor results in the elections of the Community of Madrid held this day, to which he was running as a candidate of his formation. Ciudadanos disappears from the Assembly of Madrid. Ciudadanos has not achieved representation in the Assembly of Madrid in Tuesday's election, with only 3.46% of the votes, with 79.07% of the ballots counted, and has been frustrated in its goal of regaining power in the Community of Madrid, where it governed with the PP until last March. Vox maintains its space in Madrid, although the resounding victory of Ayuso limits its capacity of influence. Vox has managed this Tuesday to consolidate its electoral space in the Community of Madrid, although the wide victory obtained by the PP candidate Isabel Díaz Ayuso limits the capacity of influence that the party of Santiago Abascal will be able to exert on the future regional government. The government will allow the communities to go to the Supreme Court to impose measures after the state of alarm. The government is firm in its decision not to extend the state of alarm, but will not leave the communities helpless. The Council of Ministers will approve a decree so that the autonomous governments can impose restrictions after the end of the state of alarm next May 9th. That I consider this a bad news. Thanks a lot, dear friends, and be happy this week.